Hello everyone. So I know it's been a while since I've updated you guys, but I'm currently in Sydney, Australia. I'm studying in the University of Sydney. A lot of people have been messaging me on Xiaohongshu and on Instagram even on tips for getting a scholarship. So since scholarship season is about this time and a lot of scholarships are opening applications, so I'm gonna make a video and talk about some tips that I got from other people and from my own personal experience. Yeah, let's get on with the video. So the first tip is I wrote it on a piece of paper. Do your research. So depending on the kind of scholarship that you're applying for, personally I've applied for merit scholarships before. I've applied for bonded scholarships. Currently the scholarship I'm holding is a bonded scholarship, meaning that I have to work for the company for a few years after the scholarship. So depending on the kind of scholarships that you're applying for example, for company scholarships, imagine yourself as someone that is looking to be employed by this company. You're not looking for a scholarship, you're looking for a job. Okay, so what does this company do? What projects has this company executed? What industry is this company in? And how can you contribute your skills to this company? Which also translate to who are they looking for? So this applies to not just bonded scholarships, but also university scholarships, etc. etc. For example, merit scholarships. Who are they looking for? They're looking for people of this certain grade, and they're looking for someone who's a leader, they're looking for someone who's responsible, um, and whatever. So these are the qualities that they're looking for. They've already told you what they're looking for, so all you need to do is showcase these qualities. So the difficult part is, how are you going to showcase it? So this comes down to what are the assessments that they are looking for, right? This comes tip number 2. After you've done all your research and you kind of know what they're looking for, then comes down to the interviews. So for the interviews, a few things that you need to remember is number 1, your composure. So personally, I am a person with very high anxiety, especially when I'm in an unfamiliar environment. I can get very anxious and I start to fidget a lot. I start looking around a lot, and it's very obvious via my body language. And I know this because many people have pointed it out to me. So it's good to be surrounded by friends or people who can point you out on these kind of things. So practice your composure. You have to be relaxed. But of course, don't be too relaxed. Just don't be so high-strung. And how you can practice that is by preparing mock questions and practicing it in front of the mirror, practicing it with your family, with your friends, with whoever you can practice with, so that you're familiar with that kind of formal setting and that kind of environment, and you're familiar with thinking on the spot. Of course, there's anxiety and there's anxiousness naturally because everybody wants to get this and you're competing with so many people. But if you're able to just practice your own composure and just prepare yourself with questions and all of these things will help you to have a better chance because your mind is more clear and you're able to give better responses. Relating to the interviews as well, I know a lot of people said just be yourself. What I would say is you need to be sure of yourself. For example, if someone asks you like, why are you applying to this company? Why are you applying for this scholarship? Why do you apply for this course? Why do you apply to this university? The answers to all of these questions, there are no right or wrong answers. There's only your answer. So whatever the interviewer is hearing is coming out from you, and it's an answer that only you have the answer to. So as long as you're sure of yourself, you can answer anything, essentially. There can be many different answers to these questions. For example, why do you apply for this course? Number 1, oh, I'm interested in this course, I'm passionate in it, whatever. Number 2, oh, I can earn a lot of money, whatever. Number 3, oh, they have good career prospects, whatever. So there can be many answers. It's either you choose just one answer and elaborate on that, or you can choose all 3 but make it, as condensed as possible. Because the interviewers don't have that much time to listen to you. They have to listen to so many other people. Think about the strategy that you want to go with it. And the tip number 3 is for group assessments or whatever assessments that involves like group activity. For example, they could ask you to go on a case study. So I've gone for like a few bonded scholarships and a few like scholarship interviews where they require me to work with other people. It could be online, could be offline, whatever, but they require me to work with other people. Think about why would they want us to do this? They won't just ask you to do an assessment for no reason. So once you can figure out what they're looking for, then you have to ensure that you're able to exhibit these qualities. Personally, I feel that in a group activity, yes, there are people who are leaders and followers and collaborators, whatever, but I feel like a good candidate would be someone who's able to exhibit all of these qualities. And it's important because you don't want to go off as too egoistical, put down other people just to let yourself shine better. There are a lot of qualities that can be assessed from doing these kind of group assessments. And that is why a lot of companies and a lot of scholarships, they do group assessments because it showcases your personality in the most authentic way. You can't fake it because everyone is trying to achieve. And of course, general tips: be polite, be friendly, be willing to learn. Even if you don't get it in the end, it's okay. It's a learning journey. It probably means that you're meant for other things. It's fine. I have gotten rejected from scholarships before, and then yes, I was a bit upset in the beginning, but then to me it was like, it's okay, I move on. Life moves on. Don't be too stressed over it. The more you're stressed about it, it's just gonna increase your chances of it not working out because you're too stressed about it. Sleep is more important because if you don't get a good rest, you're just gonna be really, really tired the whole day, and then you just be too tired to function. Other things would be well dressed for the occasion. You don't have to wear like formal, whatever, but be clean, be neat. You know, impressions do make an impression, and they do have an effect on the audience. So yeah, that's something you should think about. Essentially, what you're doing is trying to be authentic, but at the same time, you're doing a show about yourself. So think about it as in you're doing a show about yourself and you're just trying to showcase all of your best qualities. You don't want to showcase qualities that you're bad at and whatever. Yes, it's important to be vulnerable, but if there are two people and one person is vulnerable about their strengths and your weaknesses, and one person is able to showcase just their strengths and not, you know, give you a glimpse on what your weaknesses may be, I feel like the person who's able to showcase their strengths have a better chance at it. So just think about the kind of strategy that you want to go with it. And then, yeah. So lastly, it's just a shout out to Gamuda Scholarship because I'm a Gamuda Scholarship recipient and their applications have opened. So if you're interested to apply, you can just go to their website and apply. I personally have a very good experience with it, so I really, really encourage everyone to apply for the Gamuda Scholarship. And that is all from me. Bye bye.